Hi guys, thanks for being here. We are coming off a week of a bye. It was quite nice to be able to give the ladies 2 days off after the Kentucky meet. And we've just really made it a work week, working on the details, looking at every place we can add depth, every place we can gain another half a tenth back. And the ladies have been extremely focused and been working really, really hard.
Emily, did the bye week come at a good time for y'all?
Yeah, I think it did. It gave us the opportunity to keep training, get some more numbers in. I think that if we had to compete, we would have been more than ready to, and it wouldn't have been an issue. But having that bye week was nice for us just to kind of give our bodies just a little bit of some healing time and just some recovery. We kind of trained just like it was a normal week, though. You know, we had practice on Friday, practice on Sunday, off Saturday, so it would have been just like we competed.
Makarri, what were some of the highlights of the first half of that season, and what are y'all kind of looking forward to going into the next half?
Yeah, I think it's just a privilege to be able to compete with COVID and not having any meets canceled on us or the other team having to cancel. So I think we've been doing a really good job with just staying, social distancing and wearing our masks, washing our hands. So I think just that is more of the success than anything. And we're just looking forward to showing what work we've been putting in coming in to the next few meets. So, yeah.
All right, Katie, you want to open with the first question? Katie, you ready to go?
Yes. Sorry, I don't know if the sound just went out or I couldn't hear it, but um, y'all kind of all hit on this a little bit, but just how needed was this bye week at the halfway point in the regular season from both like a mental and physical health standpoint for Dana or the girls?
Wait, can you repeat the question? I'm sorry. I didn't.
How needed was this bye week, both from a mental and physical health standpoint, just halfway through this regular season and these crazy COVID times?
Yeah, I think just having a bye week and, like Emily said, like it wasn't a rest week, I guess. Like we put in the work and we put in the numbers, but I think just mentally knowing that we had that time to really focus on ourselves and get more consistent and more confidence in ourselves really helped and will help us in the meets coming up. So.
I would just add, Katie, that, when you have a break, it gives you a moment to do some reflection. And I think, you're going every week and you're preparing for the next thing. And I know from a coaching perspective, it was great to look back at some videos, really see where we've come and kind of look at, okay, we know that there is incredible potential of where we can be. And here's the steps we've taken. And so it was very, I think, intense and I think the word I used last week was intentional. I think we really were intentional during this bye week of focusing on how we could get better. And so the mental part, I think the ladies are doing a phenomenal job. In a typical season, we're used to having 10, 11 regular season meets, then SECs, regionals, and nationals. So like Makarri mentioned, we're grateful every week we get to go. But I think we've prepared and done some intense training physically in the strength and conditioning area and in how we treat our bodies to be able to be prepared even if we had to have gone.
All right, Mikey, what do you have for us?
Yeah, this is one for Dana. A couple weeks ago for Kentucky, you said that you expected to have Lexi Graber back for this Friday against Georgia. Is she still on track to be back?
Yes, sir. She is on track. She did a good job. We had to really take our time in building her back up, but she's pretty much back to 100%, and we look forward to having her in the mix on our lineups this week.
Katie?
For Coach, can you kind of assess at the halfway point of the regular season some of the best things your team did in the first half, and then what are some of the things that are still working toward improving on in the second half of the regular season?
I think the first thing that stands out is that we've had a best event almost at every single meet. It's just been a different event each week. I think that we know we're capable of putting it all together. One of our goals has been to hit 24 for 24 routines. What we consider a hit routine is a routine with very minor errors and a stuck dismount. That would be on bars, every handstand being hit and a stuck dismount. So I feel like as we go into this back half of the season, our ladies know what they're capable of, and we are going to continue to fight on every single minute detail, but by really staying focused on only what we have to do this week, nothing else. So we are focused on going to Athens, starting on bars, getting a great away experience once again, and continuing to build that depth, that confidence, and to show what we're really made of.
Mikey, if you want to go ahead.
Yeah, so kind of going off what you just said about heading over to Athens. This is gonna be your second straight road meet, not including the bye week, obviously. But does that at all change your mindset heading in? Like, we were on the road, we had a week off, now we have to go back on the road. Does that change your mindset as if you, instead of being in Tuscaloosa for those meets?
Is that for the girls, Mikey, me?
For everyone.
Okay.
I'll go. No, not at all. It doesn't matter to us if we're at home or we're away or we're in the gym. It's the same process. We are going into it with the same mindset, and the fact that we get to compete is our privilege, and wherever we get to do that at, we're going to go do our job.
Dana?
Everything Emily said. I just think we're dreaming big, but we're focusing small. We recognize, like the girls have mentioned, that when we're on the road, it's no different than being at home. We're trying to create our own energy from the corral. We're trying to continue to build the best possible lineups to put us in a position to create the best possible outcomes, but we can only focus on what we can control. And so we continue to just control on the things, control the things that we can and really hone in on the details.